Welcome back, gold friends. I have a lot to talk about today. It's almost a year ago I came up with this idea to create a wheelchair accessible nightclub. First, I was going to try it at the local skate facility, but in the end, the manager of the ADS program that I go to, so why don't you do it here at Turnstone? So I did a lot of waiting, a lot of planning, so much planning. It was going to be a mocktail bar held in the afternoon after lunch period. There just happened to be a new mocktail bar opened at one of the nearby malls a year ago. Swizzle Market. It's not the name you'd expect for a bar, but it is. And something they had that I didn't know existed at the time was zero proof gin and zero proof rum. And that's what they used to get the alcohol taste in their cocktails. So I unbottled each of those, and then at a nearby store called Painted Tree, we found a bunch of different add-ins for cocktails and coffees.
This is the zero proof gin. We bought it at Swizzle Market at Jefferson Point, but it's also available at Kroger in the liquor section. By the mixers. And then this is from the mixers we got at Painted Tree, although I'm sure they're available at other places. Painted Tree is a local business.
So I spent a lot of time trying to make a mocktail recipe for my favorite drinks at Neo in Chicago, where I went to the goth night back in the 90s. And surprisingly, I was able to do it. Russian Quaalude, which is like a rum latte. Green meanie appletini. I have to say appletini because the add-ins we could find that were green was a green apple add-in. In the end, we had 5 separate mocktails.
So this was the time after lunch at the adult day service, and the folks who wanted to go to fitness went to fitness. The people who wanted to do mocktails came and did mocktails. And there were some staff there helping out, and I was allowed to come too. Usually I'm not there. But for this event I was, since I was bringing a lot of the stuff and knew the recipes. So we gave everyone samples of drinks, and then the people who worked there tried out the drinks, and then once they realized how much fun the drinks were, then they started sending drinks to the other departments for them to try, and then folks from the other departments started coming. So by the end, it was like a full party. We started with maybe like 16 people, and by the end we had more than 20. So definitely word got around, like, come to this room, the party is happening.
So through the rest of the day where I stayed so I could go to the fitness room and things like that, people were coming up to me and saying what a great idea it was and asking if I wanted to do it again. I said I wanted to do it again, but I don't know. Depends on availability. The place that we did the mocktail bar in was the teaching kitchen, where they help people with disabilities get used to cooking in their state, which can be difficult depending on what your disability is. The idea of wanting to do the whole party again would depend on the availability of 2 different rooms in the facility. The teaching kitchen and or their sports field house. They have an indoor running track with 2 different basketball courts in it. So we were thinking about using that room for the dance part. Other parts of the facility were under renovation, so they didn't want us getting in the way of anyone working on the place. So long, have a good 4th of July, cool friends.
Amaretto sour.
No, please.